Hey, happy friends. Your old pal Bo here, the only man on YouTube with the face for radio and a voice for print. I'm coming at you again with a short update this week. It's been kind of hard. Family's been kind of, got the first bug of the year, so we had a little bit of the malaise, a little bit of the, just all here, just feeling underwater, feeling fatigued, but that's okay. I mean, it didn't cost me any days of work or anything. Um, We had our game on Friday. I didn't get to give you an update on that, but it's going really well, and I'm still really enjoying the GURPS system. The thing about GURPS is some folks say it's not a game, but more of a toolbox that you use to build your own game. I say it's a great list of optional rules, and you pick and choose which optional rules you want, and you go from there. And I've got the combat pretty much dialed in, and have been using the system to build some alternate races and monsters. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. There's a ton of stuff there. I do have a couple of third edition bestiaries, the space bestiary and the aliens. So there's lots. Oh, and robots. I got robots. Um, had the player characters kind of walked into a bacon tree and got shot up a little bit, but that's part of learning how to play in a military campaign. It's pretty good. Um, I have fallen down a deep traveler rabbit hole looking at supplementary material. There is a wealth of material online that's rules agnostic and not system specific. Um, all of the journals of the Travel Aid Society, most of those are online. Challenge Magazine, which took off after Journal of the Travelers Aid Society closed. Those are all available online. Um, Articles on Traveler in Vintage White Dwarf, Vintage Dragon Magazine, before those two became house organs for their respective companies. Been doing some reading, trying to get stuff together for Friday's game. If you watched a Shadows video today about avoiding railroading, then you'll know what a predicament I'm in right now, because the players are about ready to wrap up their second adventure in this campaign. That was a dungeon crawl, and as they wrap it up, I'm trying to see what something on my Octorella. Trying to see what will happen from there. Got something on it. I have to touch that paint up a little bit. Um, As for what's going on, I do hope to be on Shadow's stream tonight. He's got a stream, crafting stream. I was been working on one of these. This was the one of the Stargrave medals. He's substantially complete. I might show him off on the video tonight, and working on some of the older stuff, trying to get things cleared off. Working on this. This was the Rogue Trader Psyker. He's actually coming along pretty well. Hopefully, I'll have him done tonight too. Two things. There's the Crafting Gamers Gundam Challenge. I think it's coming up in January. And then Brian from Weird World War II has a combat vehicle challenge. I've got two on my table I can finish, or I can go for a new one. I've got a Chimera with no turret. Turret's are under someplace. I think I got the double heavy flamer. The heavy flamer on the hull and the double flamer on the turret. Then I modified a little bit so the driver is just peeking out with the hatch closed, or the commander, I should say. And then I've got this Sisters. I need to get this finished. This Sisters Demos pattern Rhino. It's got the round hatches, and then I've got all the Sisters Greeblies on it. I really want to. This is going to be really fun to paint. I'm really looking forward to this one. And then after that, do the other Sisters conversion. And I'm staring at it right now, and it's looking at me, daring me. I do want to do a little unboxing. This is from Wayne's Books in Maricopa, which is down in Pinal County way, my old stomping grounds. Wayne's Books is a vintage dealer. They've got a pretty big presence on Instagram and I think on Facebook. They do a lot of vintage books at really reasonable prices, like not sponsored. Um, but I saw some stuff on their website that I couldn't live without. The prices are reasonable. Their shipping is prompt and reasonable too. I've ordered some stuff from them in the past. I would love to do their brick and mortar store. So if any of you guys down in Pinal County or South Maricopa County want to take a drive on down to Wayne's Books and post some pictures up, post a video up. Maybe I'll have to do a little video first next time I see them. So these are 2 supplements for Traveler. They should be fairly rules agnostic. These are 2 of the old Judges Guild, I think. Judges Guild. And you can usually get these for between $6 and $10, depending on which ones. I guess they printed a glut of them, and 10 years ago you can get them for like $1 a piece new. Now they're like $6 a piece new, and that's probably just inflation when you get down to it, right? Yeah. So I've been trying to collect as much sci-fi material as I can for this game, just so that I'm prepared when the players decide to take it in a different direction. And I really want the players to be able to take it in any direction they want. I'm kind of looking at this campaign like a clock, right? Like a clock, kind of like the old deist mentality of religion, right? I am the GM, so I am the god of this universe. And as the god of this universe, I'm the clockmaker. I wind the clock up. I build the clock. I put it on the mantelpiece. I watch the clock. I don't have to interfere because everything in the clock is as is. So let's see. This is Darkling Ship by Dave Searing. This is a module approved for use in Traveler. And this is the Marinanta Alceste Sector source book. These are in really good shape. Again, these are about $6 a piece. And I'm really looking forward to diving into these. Hopefully getting a review of these up. They're approved for use in Traveler. So again, my world is not Traveler. Not playing in the Third Imperium. I am playing a world and the universe of my own design. It does have elements of Traveler, elements of 40K, elements of Flash Gordon, elements of Roger Corman, just things that I think of that I want to put in. But I do want to make it, it's got a lot of elements of hard science fiction in it. So I've been doing some dabbling in some general relativity for things like time travel. I'm not a physicist or a scientist or a mathematician or anything like that. I'm just a guy, but I want to try to create a universe that's fun for the players. So I'm painting. I'm working on these Chaos Duders. Oh, Casey at eBay Miniature Rescues. Talk about quantum. He just did some conversions of these this week, but he did Chaos backpacks and cut some arms off to give them bolters to make some true corn berserkers from them. So you should check that out. He beat me to the punch because he got his video finished before I did, but same whiff. I mean, exactly the same idea. Converting these corn warriors from whatever that game's called. It's the Age of Sigmar skirmish game. You have to forgive me. So, I mean, I'm up, I'm down, I'm awake, I'm asleep, and my memory sometimes gets a little Swiss cheesy. But they're still pretty cheap. I mean, if they weren't monopose, I would pick up a second box of them. But because they're monopose, I think the conversions would be too hard. But they make a great part of any Age of Sigmar or 40k army. Like I said, to convert them to Chaos Space Marines, all they need is a backpack. And then if you want to cut off a hand and give them a bolt gun, uh, plasma gun, melta gun, whatever Space Marines have. I don't have a big, huge knowledge into Space Marines, but so we're still painting. These are coming along pretty well. I did this mostly. I did use a little bit of speed paint on it. Not speed paint. Yeah, I did use some contrast and and then maybe some of the green stuff, that green stuff world dipping ink, which is still just contrast paint, just for the parts that don't really catch the eye. For skin, I've been mostly using non-flesh. I've got like $60 worth of flesh tone paint that I'm looking at. Another $60 of the flesh tone paint right there, but I've been mostly using Viejo model color uh, brown rose and Viejo model color hull red mixed with some of this AK interactive no yeah AK deep shades, which is their contrast paint. It makes a good flesh glaze to bring out some of those reds. And golden so flat white. So I've sort of found that like I've got more paint, but I'm using fewer paints when I'm actually painting. Sort of coming to a conclusion that less is more, and I could mix almost any skin tone with these two and the golden so flat, and every once in a while add a little bit of yellow or purple as needed to try to bring out some of this. I'm not going to win any golden demons soon. I'm not even going to win any 1985 golden demons soon, but there's uh, definitely getting better, especially at painting faces, uh, highlighting up the tops of the cheekbones and the bottom of the chin and the nose, darkening down here. So yeah, hopefully I'll be on Shadow and Sun's stream tonight for at least a little while, and you can see some more of that. Otherwise, let me know in the comments below if you are running a game or playing a game, and what rule set you're using. I'm really interested in anybody that's doing science fiction now. I don't think anybody's really doing, aside from a 20mm RPG, and who is doing sci-fi gaming in the nowadays. I know there's a couple of you, and I know there's at least one that I'm not going to mention, um, because if I don't mention him, he won't mention me, right? Uh, so yeah, painting, gaming. Hopefully to get some more painting done. I'd like to have at least 3 minis done tonight, um, substantially completed and off the table. That's the goal. 3 minis tonight. So yeah, let me know what you're doing, what you got going on, and what ideas you have for the future. All right, peace.